Her boyfriend told her that if she went on that trip, he would be done, but she didn't believe him, and then this happened. Now she knows he was serious when he said he would end everything, but it's a bit too late. She just found out he is a man of his word.
Came up to the girl in high school. She was like, no, I don't want you. And then once she became a baby mama, he was a CEO executive and all that. And she's like, hey, you remember me? He said, no, I don't want you. I be feeling like, respectfully, y'all is the grown-up versions of the niggas got hurt in high school while we was out fucking the drug dealers. Let me tell you something. We were victims then making horrible decisions with grown-ass on us. Y'all gotta let that shit go.
Accountability is an amazing thing. She should try it. She thought she actually said something. She said, we need to let it go. Sounds like she's that baby mama that got rejected. That was a clever strategy to avoid taking accountability, but it doesn't really make sense. She didn't understand where those good guys were coming from. It all comes down to preferences, and with time, most will accept that those men are likely interested in a different demographic. Just like they didn't complain when they were previously rejected for not being cool enough, these women shouldn't complain either. There's no reason to do so. Now that those men are more desirable, they also have the right to choose who they want to be with. That's why telling them to let it go doesn't make sense, because they're not trying to get revenge or prove a point. They're simply not interested anymore. At this stage in their lives, they have more options, which gives them the freedom to choose who they want to build a life with. Again, it's just a matter of preference.
If y'all hit the lottery, y'all giving y'all girlfriends half?
I wouldn't even tell him. Half? Half? Get the fuck out of here. She wouldn't even know. She wouldn't know. I'd keep that a secret. Fuck do I look like, dude?
Half a day to move out. Wives get money, not girlfriends. She's getting my other half of the bills because I'm gone. If she wins the lottery, will she give half to her boyfriend? I thought y'all didn't believe in 50-50. Test her out. Pretend you got fired from your job and have no income. If she still supports you and doesn't leave, she deserves some of the winnings. Depending on the nature of their relationship, she might receive some money, but she shouldn't count on it, especially since they're just dating. This is why the idea of giving her half makes no sense. There's no reason she should be entitled to half of his money when they're still just getting to know each other. It would be a different story if they had a high level of commitment like marriage. Therefore, as a girlfriend, her level of expectation is unrealistic. And as he mentioned in the video, in some cases, she'd be lucky to even find out about it. Her boyfriend just broke up with her as we are leaving for Fort Lauderdale spring break.
Her boyfriend just broke up with her as we're leaving for Fort Lauderdale spring break. Good. Amen. God is amazing. Everybody needs to start doing this, bro. It don't matter your gender at all. If you set a healthy boundary, like for example, if you tell your partner, hey, I don't feel comfortable with you going to a place that's literally known for how lit the spring break be and how many people be getting cheated on there, at least not by yourself. If that partner say, you know what, I don't care, I'm gonna go anyway, screw you, bad. Leave her or leave him. Dudes ain't excluded in this. It could be with anything. It don't gotta be spring break. If you ain't comfortable with him going out that night at all to like a place where you know he could, you know what I'm saying, get hurt or something, or you know what it's known for or whatever, and he still go, break up with him. Start breaking up with him, bro. It's that simple. It's that simple, bro. Instead of arguing, instead of complaining, instead of just, you know what I'm saying, set your healthy boundaries. Again, this is for healthy boundaries. If they break them, bye, Felicia.
Bro was protecting himself. Respect. And yet he's going to be in the wrong somehow. We love a king with boundaries. She isn't upset about the breakup. She is upset because now she won't get to experience cheating on him. Man or woman not wanting your partner to go to a place known for partying and cheating is valid. And if your partner is weird about it, that is a red flag. Solo trip to Fort Lauderdale while in a relationship is crazy work. She found herself in this situation because she didn't take him seriously when he told her he didn't want her to go on this trip. But now, I bet she wishes she had listened to what he said. He displayed a characteristic of a guy who doesn't play about his boundaries. Wanting to be in a relationship but still acting as if you are single is a crazy work, and that's exactly why this happened. Disregarding his opinion was a clear sign of disrespect and a lack of consideration. and that was probably something he wasn't willing to tolerate long term. He knew it would eventually have a negative impact on their relationship, so he decided that ending everything was his best option. At the end of the day, that was the best thing he could have done for both. From that moment, she became a single woman, so he no longer had to worry about what she was doing on that trip. And she also had the door open to do whatever she wanted. Any adventure would be welcome. Most people know the reputation of these trips, and he didn't want to be in a position where he was constantly wondering whether she was cheating on him. What makes this kind of situation interesting is that some would consider his response a sign of insecurity or even control, not realizing it has nothing to do with that. These are simply his boundaries, and she could either respect them and continue being his girlfriend, or ignore them, which would lead to the end of everything, just like what happened in this case.
I don't think men are good people. Wait, you think that now? All men? I don't think they're good people. Why not? For men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of like cheating, you know that that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. That's not a mistake. And just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to accept your betrayal.
Right.
Have you ever cheated in a relationship?
That's exactly what I was about to
Yeah,
ask.
I've cheated.
This is exactly why everybody does not need to be put in front of a mic. The interviewers knew to ask that question next, and she fell for it. Like, ma'am, are you serious right now? Type of woman who wants the cake and the chef. Sometimes it's hard to understand certain people's mindsets. She had so much to say about all men just because she was cheated on by one guy she dealt with. Suddenly, all of us are no good simply because of what he did. But what she conveniently left out, at least at first, is that she also cheated. In other words, without realizing it, she put herself in the same category she placed all men. The best part was her expression after she admitted it. You could tell she wasn't ready for that question, which is why she gave that answer. She ended up making a fool of herself. How can someone who has already cheated have so much to say about people who cheat? She was quick to point fingers at others for doing the same thing she did. That was funny. And yet, I bet in her mind, it still made perfect sense. I'm sure she has a good explanation for why her cheating is somehow different from when men do it.
Hey, Story, it's your baby daddy again. I was just calling to tell you that it's not my fault I cheated, okay? I thought that you were cheating on me, so that's why I cheated. And I think it's really fucked up or really bad that you're holding this against me, when if you wouldn't have had me thinking that you were cheating, we wouldn't have been in this situation. Anyway, call me back. I'm willing to work things out with you. The girl I cheated with, she cheated on me. She sucks. She's kind of like you, but not really. You're way cooler than she ever thought about being. So, I still love you.
That was funny, but at least he came clean and is willing to sort things out. Now it's up to her to decide whether she wants to give it another chance.
Is it me, or are we collectively not in the mood to give attention to men?
So yesterday I commented on this girl post where she was talking about how we collectively don't have the energy for these men no more. And I'm like, yeah, because we've decentered them. We realized that at this point, they don't offer us shit that's more than what we're worth. And so this man comments and he was like, at least we were the center. Y'all ain't never been the center of nothing. And I'm like, sir, thank you for proving my point on exactly what I meant. Like, what? You're a man? And you think we want this? No. One, thank you for proving my point. Two, if you love other men, just say that. Just say that. That's the problem. A lot of these men love other men, and that's why they treat us the way that they do. And we're realizing that we don't need that. We don't need that at all. You know what I'm saying? So we good. When I clock out tonight, I have had worked 121 hours in less than 2 weeks, and I still got 2 more nights to go. Baby, what the fuck can you do for me? Please tell me, because if I'm out here hustling like that for myself, what can a nigga say to me? I don't want no good morning text. Nigga, good morning. I just clocked out for the 15th fucking time in less than 2 weeks. What is a good morning to me? I don't want that. Nigga, pay these bills. Nigga, help me. Nigga, show up. Nigga, be a man. I don't know what the word is going to become. I don't know what it's going to become, because at this point, what do we even need men for? A lot of us don't even have a sense anymore, so what do we need them for? I genuinely want to know. What do we need them for? I genuinely want to know. I genuinely want to know. Because at this point, they're just taking up space. They want to be more feminine than we are. The fuck?